LaxRatz Nation, Chopper here, and we are thrilled to be back with another edition of LaxRatz. Great to have Chris Jewett back with us. Coach, welcome back.
Thank you. Great to be here. Thank you, Chopper.
And the leader of Where's Tauli is Tauli Anderson. Tauli, great to have you back covering the girls.
Happy to be here. Excited.
All right, let's get right to it. Preseason edition of LaxWrap. Tauli, why don't you just tell us what you can about the girls?
Things are rocking and rolling already. I went to a Buku Challenge tournament in Temecula, so you can check out all of those highlights. Coming up, though, certain teams and certain schools have not played quite yet, but on the schedule for this upcoming week, we have Redondo on the road on Tuesday playing Orange Lutheran. PV plays at home against El Segundo on Saturday. Those are definitely going to be games to watch and get those highlights. And I'm just excited to be back on the field and chatting with the girls again. I know some have transferred out to IMG and some have just simply transferred schools. I'm also looking forward to covering more Orange County schools as well. I know that Orange County has really pushed to get their students playing and to continue to play during such a tough time like COVID.
We'll go over the teams that we're currently covering, but we know you guys are looking for more video of the girls. Send us what you can. Contract with us to cover it, but we would love to get more girls highlights there. Tauli, just one last thing, and I don't want to put you on the spot. Any particular teams that you're sort of thinking of that might be teams to watch this year, either top teams or teams on the rise?
I know it's certainly difficult to understand what's going on after a year of the girls not playing, and same with the boys too. CIF did release a little preseason with 3 different divisions, 1, 2, and 3. For Division 1, I did see that Foothill, San Marguerite's, Westlake, Mater Dei, and Redondo as the 1 through 5 top 5 teams to look forward to. And even on that list, there was Newberry Park as well that I'd be excited to see them more.
You know, Newberry Park 2 years ago, season before last, came on so strong at the end in that girls division. I was looking forward to seeing them play last year. And so now you're talking about 2 classes of students who have moved on, but I'm hearing rumblings that they should be really tough this year. Is that right?
That's what I've been told too. I even saw in Division 2, Thousand Oaks, it's so great to see Ventura County schools making that list as well. PV did lose 2 of their goalies, so they kept everyone, but those 2 goalies have moved on. So it's going to be great to just see these rosters are continuing to change, and I'm sure same for the boys as well.
Absolutely. So, when we start trying to pick out top teams and top players, we're 2 years shy of information. So we're doing our best. But as the season progresses, we'll begin to see who the standouts are. So thanks, Tauli. Chris, give us an update on the boys.
So, yeah, it's interesting. No one's played in like a year, so it's a tough read. But for the boys, it's probably going to be the usual suspects up on D1, the Westlake, CDM, Foothill, Loyola, PV, Costa, Santa Margarita. Mater Dei looks strong this year, St. Margaret's and Agora. But, there's going to be a sleeper that comes out of D1 just because, again, we haven't seen anyone play in a year or so. Someone's been out there putting the work in, grinding out over this last year and getting better. D2, I think, St. Francis is stacked again, and Coach Bowers does a great job there. And then Redondo and a sleeper could be Culver. They look pretty strong, just beat Redondo the other night.
And Chris, I don't know if you had a chance to compile anything. We got some updates from some of the teams, just sending us kind of what went on. Anything you can just synopsize there, or just teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's been tough for some of these coaches with, every sport's playing at once. So the rosters are down. Some kids are choosing football or soccer over lacrosse. I know that some kids, have been on Zoom for a year, which isn't the best for the boy brain, in my opinion. And some of these guys have some ineligible players due to academics. I know Redondo had some, not taking anything away from Culver, but had some ineligible players the other night when they played. And those kids get eligible. That could be a team to beat in the D2 ranks there.
Fantastic. So look, we have already benefited from a number of coaches and parents and passersby who have sent us updates. Just, hey, here's what happened tonight, who scored the goals, who made the saves, and so forth. LaxRatz Nation, the more of that you can send us, the better, because we're not allowed to go out to a lot of these games and don't have our spies out there nearly to the degree that we did in past years. We think that'll get better as the season goes on, but we want to hear from you. We want to hear what's going on with your team, what's going on with the games, what's going on with the players. So please try to send that to us. I will say this, thanks to the following schools that are already contracted with us for videography: Oak Park, Peninsula, Culver City, Mater Dei, Agoura boys and girls, Crespi, Sierra Canyon, Westlake boys and girls, and Agoura girls. So those teams are already contracted. So we're going to have tons of video of those. If you're not contracted with us, think about sending us your top plays or just highlights from your games. We would love to put them up. And likewise, for just sending us updates on how your team did during the week, all of that's very, very helpful. So thanks to the coaches and parents who've already been sending that in. We would love to get more of that type of information. Because we know you're here to see the videos and not necessarily our smiling faces. Tauli, anything else you want to cap from the girls' side?
Yes, another thing I will be featuring this year are those young girls who have moved on to colleges, checking in. I can't believe, like we had mentioned, it's been a year. So it's great to see where they are off to now and how the college experience has been. So I will be checking in with at least one or two girls each week.
Hey, just a quick trivia point for you. I did a podcast with Redondo girls head coach Tom Borgia and JV coach Jeff Emery. I learned that their JV program has lost one game in the last 10 years. 10 years. So let's keep an eye on that Redondo program because it sounds like they've really built a culture there. So awesome for them. Chris, any wrap up from the boys' side?
Yeah, I'm just going to be out and about, and when I play games, try to get as many coaches on film as possible and hear their perspective of how the season's going and try to capture some players and get maybe a player of the week and continue with the top 10 hopefully in the weeks to come.
And you've got like Lacrosse World going on. Was it Saturdays or Sundays when you've got it all day? Okay.
We started a new the Southern California Independent Lacrosse League skill at St. John Bosco High School. So I started a youth league out there with about 10 clubs and 30 teams. It's exciting. I got my little guy out there, my little 6-year-old out there. So I'm going to bring Tauli out, and we're hoping to get some coaches on film to talk about their programs because there's a bunch of high school guys there, get a player of the week or two, and we're excited. So it's going to be fun.
Chris, you mentioned your new youth league skills. I'm so excited to get out there and just meet so many new coaches and players. You say that there's a total of 28 teams. This is going to be some awesome coverage. Stay tuned, LaxRatz, for more interviews.
All right, so this 6-year-old kid, I mean, coach's kids are always like dominant. Is he already running circles around everybody out there?
Yeah, he does pretty well. I'm blessed that he absolutely loves it. He watches lacrosse all day, and then he goes out and plays in the backyard. And I bring him to practice, and he's around the high school guys, and he looks up to them. And my former players, a bunch of them are coaching for me, and they come back and give him encouragement. In fact, one of my best players ever played for me, Tyler Miller, who's my offensive coordinator at Bosco, he's coaching the 2nd, 3rd grade team with my son on it. My son's in kindergarten, but I'm letting him play up, and he's having a blast. It's just magical. I love it. Yeah.
That is so cool. You know, you're lucky that your kids are following in your footsteps, because both of my boys did anything they could to get into sports that I didn't know anything about. So I not only couldn't coach them, I couldn't criticize them. The older one played water polo and the younger one played lacrosse, and he got better and better at lacrosse because I couldn't tell him anything about it. So be happy that your kids are following close behind you.
Well, your son Zach's one of the best players I've ever seen come out of Southern California. So you are extremely lucky, and then had a great career at Providence. So
well, thanks for saying that. It was in spite of his gene pool and in spite of his none of that led itself. But thanks so much. Okay, Tauli. Everybody knows I am social media challenged, so I'm pitching to you to update everybody on how they can find us and follow us.
Of course, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, like, subscribe, follow along, and you will see all the latest coverage at LaxRatz is our handle.
Hey, listen, LaxRatz Nation, we love you guys. We can't wait to be bringing you more information in future weeks. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Tauli, for both of them, and for our producer, Lisa. This is Chopper saying thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.